Hello Vorthos Mel Commander players, I'm Prospo and I welcome you to EDH Scout. Today we have a new type of deck tech. Instead of focusing on a specific tribe, we will focus on the shrines for a nice, flavorful EDH Commander deck. This video will be a full flavorful deck tech, and at the end we will present some budget alternatives as well. Hope you enjoy. Of course our deck will be led by the new Shrines Commander, Go-Shintai of the Life's Origin. It is a 4-mana 3/4 legendary enchantment creature shrine. His color identity is all 5 colors and gives us access to all other 16 shrines. Our game plan is to bring into play as many shrines as possible and overwhelm our opponents with extreme value. The first ability of our commander helps to return any dead shrine back into play. The second ability helps to add even more shrines onto the battlefield. An enchantress sub-theme will be added to the deck in order to maximize the flavor. Let's get into the deck tech. We will start the deck tech with the ramp cards. Of course, the Sanctum of the Fruitful Harvest leads this section. It will create a lot of mana and help with mana fixing as well. 2 enchantment creatures help with ramp and mana fixing. Dryad of Elysian Grove allows you to play an additional land each turn and gives the lands you control all basic land types. Sanctum Weaver is a proper mana torque that ramps better when you have many enchantments into play. 4 more white and green creatures reduce the cost of your enchantments. Jukai Naturalists is an enchantment himself as well. Herald of the Pantheon also gains you life each time you cast an enchantment. Starfield Mystic can grow bigger as enchantments you control die. Finally, Starnheim Cursor is just a 3-mana flyer. Maintaining the enchantment matters theme, 3 more enchantments help with ramp and mana fixing while upping your enchantment count. Utopia Sprawl is an 1-mana aura that lets a forest you control produce 1 more mana of the chosen color. For 2 mana, Fertile Ground enchants any land and produce an additional mana of any color. Sheltered Eyrie has a similar ability for 3 mana. Binding of the Old Gods is a saga that ramps you at the second chapter. Finally, we will add 2 mana rocks. Arcane Signet is the perfect fit for this deck, as it helps you ramp and fixes your mana as well. Honor Worn Saku can produce insane amount of mana in this deck, as all of your shrines can be used to untap it. Let's move on to the card advantage spells. We start with a powerful shrine, Hodden of Sin Winds, a shrine that draws you cards each turn equal to the number of shrines you control. 2 more shrines give card advantage. Haunted of Night Reach forces an opponent to discard cards each of your upkeeps. Sanctum of Calm Waters let you draw cards and then discard one of them. If you have more than 1 shrine, this shrine gives nice card advantage. Let's add some enchantresses. Sithis, Harvest's Hand, counts as an enchantment and gains life while drawing cards. Eidolon of Blossoms and Enchantress's Presence are enchantments that draw cards as well. 2 more enchantresses are making their way into the deck. These are the Argothian and the Mesa Enchantress. We will add more enchantresses for 3 mana. Satyr Enchanter, Venturan Enchantress and Cetacean Champion. The latter grows bigger throughout the game. Finally, the last card draw spell we pick is the Thirst of Meaning. Having an enchantment in our graveyard is not that bad, as we can reanimate it with our commander. Calyx helps with card draw with his first ability, and the enchantment reanimation strategy with his ultimate ability. Let's move on to the targeted removals. 2 red shrines can be used as removals or burn. Honden on Infinite Rage can target creatures, and Go-Shintai of Ancient Wars planeswalkers. Go-Shintai of Hidden Cruelty is a straightforward creature removal counting the creature's toughness. Sanctum of Shattered Heights can damage a creature or a planeswalker at instant speed. You have to discard the card though. Sanctum of Tranquil Light can tap down some creatures if you have many shrines on the battlefield. Calyx's Destiny's Hand second ability can be used as an enchantment or creature exile removal. Let's add some sagas in the deck, as they are enchantments that go to your graveyard and we can reanimate them. Elspeth's Conquest Death, Elspeth's Nightmare and Binding of the Old Gods first chapters are nice removals. Elspeth's Nightmare third chapter is a nice graveyard hit as well. Seal of Doom is an enchantment that can remove a non-black creature. and Seal of Primordium, an artifact or enchantment. Banishing Light can exile any non-land permanent. And Journey to Nowhere, any creature. Both are increasing our enchantment count. Darksteel Mutation and Reprobation can turn any powerful opposing creature to a 0/1 with no abilities for only 2 mana. We will add 3 board wipes in the deck. Austere Command and Farewell are 6 mana board wipes that can remove almost everything without touching your precious enchantments. Doomscar can come early and clear the board for us. We will use some tutors to find our powerful shrines. Sanctum of Fall, of course, is the first pick in this category. You can bring a shrine into play either from your library or from your graveyard each of your upkeeps. The second ability allows you to double the triggers of your shrines if you control enough of them. Sterling Grove can be traded with one powerful enchantment from your library. Shrine Steward is a nice but a bit expensive tutor. Enduring Ideal tutors one enchantment and puts it into play each turn for the rest of the game. You cannot play other spells though. Hopefully we will have many enchantments into play. Let's protect them. Sterling Grove gives your other enchantments Shroud. Destiny Spinner makes your enchantments uncounterable. Privileged Position give all of your other permanents hexproof. And Greater Aromancy give your other enchantments Shroud. Let's move on to the ways we have to close out the game. First of all, we have some powerful shrines that will help. Sanctum of Stone Fangs drains your opponents each of your pre-combat main phases equal to the number of shrines you control. Fountain of Infinite Rage and Go-Shintai of Ancient Wars can burn one of your opponents for damage equal to the shrines you control. Go-Shintai of Boundless Vigor can grow our shrines bigger. And Go-Shintai of Lost Wisdom is an early blocker that can mill your opponents. Go-Shintai of Shared Purpose and Fountain of Life's Web can make tons of spirit tokens. Let's focus now to the non-shrine finishers. Destiny Spinner can turn your lands to huge elemental creatures with trample and haste. Yavimaya Enchantress grows bigger the more enchantments you control. Sigil of the Empty Throne can create an army of 4/4 flying angels. Hallowed Haunting, a swarm of huge spirits with potential flying and vigilance. And Archon of Sun's Grace, a flock of flying Pegasi. Let's continue with some more cards. The last shrine is the Fountain of Crimson Fire, which gains you life each of your turns. Weaver of Harmony acts as Lord for your enchantment creatures, and his second ability helps copy a triggered or activated ability of your enchantments. Paradox Haze doubles your upkeeps, which help many of your shrines trigger their abilities twice each turn. Agent of Erebos has a powerful and repeatable Graveyard Hate ability. Let's add a combo in the deck. For this combo, we need Archon of Sun's Grace on the battlefield and Enchanted Evening in our hand. We play Enchanted Evening, and this triggers Archon's ability and create a Pegasus token. This Pegasus token is now an enchantment thanks to Enchanted Evening's ability, which triggers Archon's ability again, creating another flying enchantment Pegasus, flooding the board with infinite Pegasi. The last two non-land cards for the deck is 9 Lives and Solemnity. If you have both on the battlefield, you are protected from damage, as 9 lives prevents the damage it is dealt to you and gains incarnation counters instead. But with Solemnity on the battlefield, these counters cannot be placed on 9 lives, preventing the damage dealt to you forever. Let's finish the deck with the lands. We have total 37 of them in this deck. We will start with the Hall of Heliod Generosity, a land which can return an enchantment from your graveyard on top of your library. Of course, Command Tower is a must-have. We have a 5-color deck, so we'll fetch the missing colors with Terramorphic Expanse and Evolving Wilds. The classic fetch land in our main colors will be helpful as well. With a fetch land, we can find the triomes that are forests for nice mana fixing. More mana fixing can be achieved with the Thriving Grove, the Vivid Grove, and the Exotic Orchard. Our main colors are green and white, so we'll add some dual lands as well, with the Temple Garden, the Canopy Vista, and the Bountiful Promenade. And now the basic lands. 12 basic forests and 5 plains will help our main colors. and 2 of each other color will help with the mana fixing. This was our Strange Tribal deck tech. We spent about $450 for this deck. Most of our budget though was spent in a few really expensive cards. Let's look for some budget alternatives. Windswept Heath can be changed to the slower grassland. Bountiful Promenade can be changed to the Grand Colosseum, a nice mana fixing land. The 3 Triomes can be changed to the 3 slow Trilands. Argothian Enchantress is up to $68 now. We can replace her with Tuvasa for only $13. Greater Aromancy is really expensive as well. Let's add the new Brilliant Restoration instead. We can change the privileged position with the recent Avacyn's Memorial. And change the Paradox Haze with the Cameo of Transience. Dryad of Elysian Grove can give its place to Overgrowth, a nice enchantment ramp card. With these changes, the cost of the deck reduced from $450 to $200. It became weaker, but definitely more affordable. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you could have added anything else in the deck. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you soon with more flavorful deck techs.